And we're live. Welcome to Advent of Code 2022. Day one is today. I mean, I know it's day two, but we ignore that. It's day one. Got the Santa hat though, so I'll probably get that up for the weekend. But yeah, hopefully next 25 days should be fun. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can learn loads. Yeah, just enjoy the process. So yeah, let me just go into my environment, documents, coding, Advent of Code. Make sure I got my files there, the ones I'm going to use. So yeah, I'll probably just time-lapse myself do it, and then we'll go through my solution afterwards. Yeah, I'll see how it compares to yours, I guess. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. Awesome. Yeah, that's part one done. Yeah, it didn't take too long, pretty quick actually. Just made a couple of basic errors, but nice gentle start. Yeah, let's go to part two. Let me just copy over my code. And I'll make a start with it. Yeah, that's great. So that's part two done. Yeah, part two is quite nice actually. I feel like depending on how you coded it, how you coded part one, part two could be done really, really quickly. But yeah, I quite like that challenge. Yeah, so let's just get rid of that. I'll go through the day. First, got to appreciate the Advent calendar though. First day done, quite nice. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm back now. Yeah, that's day one done. I haven't actually read the question. I kind of just like skipped to the end, trying to figure out what the question is asking. In classic competitive coding fashion. Anyway, day one, calorie counting. Santa's reindeer typically eat regular reindeer food, but they need a lot of magical energy to deliver the presents on Christmas. 2018 days, 25. No clue what this is referring to. Oh yeah, I haven't even done this day. Yeah. Anyway, so that's their favorite snack is a special type of star fruit that only grows deep in the jungle. They also brought you on their annual expedition to the grove where the fruit grows. To supply enough magical energy, the expedition needs to retrieve a minimum of 50 stars by December the 25th. Although the elves assure you that the grove has plenty of fruit, you decide to grab any fruit you see along the way, just in case. Collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first, and each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Yeah, I mean, just classic in Eric Russell fashion, introducing Advent of Code the first day with some really wacky story. But yeah, the question itself, I guess. The jungle must be too overgrown and difficult to navigate in vehicles or access from the air. The elves' expedition traditionally goes on foot. As your boats approach land, the elves begin taking inventory of their supplies. One important consideration is food, in particular the number of calories each elf is carrying, the puzzle input. The elves take turns writing down the number of calories contained by the various meals, snacks, rations, etc., and that's what they brought with them. 1 item per line. Each elf separates their own inventory from the previous elf's inventory, if any, by a black line. For example, suppose the elves finish writing their items' calories and end up with the following list, blah blah blah. This list represents the calories of the food carried by the 5 elves. Yeah, don't need to go through that. In case the elves get hungry and need extra snacks, they need to know which elf to ask. They'd like to know how many calories are being carried by the elf carrying the most calories. Example above this is 24,000. Find the elf carrying the most calories. How many total calories is the elf carrying? Yeah, I mean, so the way I went through this is, I obviously didn't read any of this. I skipped straight to the end, which was down here. Kind of figure out what the question is actually asking. Obviously, like, I don't really know how to count calories. What even are calories? So yeah, do a quick look at this input, your puzzle input as well. Try and figure out like how you do this stuff. And to be honest, today it's pretty self-explanatory. You could probably like assume you could just add the numbers up. I think that's great though, because I did kind of guess what to do. We had like a quick skim read of this also, like maybe not the center bit, just this bit. Yeah, kind of confirmed what I thought. And so my code, then day 1A. Let me zoom in here for you because, yeah, my monitor is quite large, so maybe a bit tough for you to see. Anyway, just classic. I always start off with like the answer, which is t equals 0. Just opening my thing, my input. I'm splitting on every double line just to separate the elves. So essentially now just a list of strings where each string is like this, for example, or this. So each like string is an elf essentially. And then I have to go through all of the elves, and then I change t. It's like this is like a fast way to do this. I change t and set it to. I basically update t if there's a new maximum, or if t is currently the maximum, I just keep it because obviously I want only the greatest elf in this case. So there's no point like creating a list, for example, and adding stuff to the list when I can just do like the t equals the max of t or this new value. And this new value, I'm just summing all the calories. That's what the sum bit is. It's summing all the calories. And I'm choosing a lovely one-line dictionary, list comprehension. Sorry. Yeah, I mean this is pretty self-explanatory. It just turns each of the lines of each elf into a number, and I'll just add them together. And then just print t, which is the max, and that works really nicely. Yeah, let's go down to part 2. By the time you calculate the answer to the elf's question, they've already realized that the elf carrying the most calories of food might eventually run out of snacks. To avoid this unacceptable situation, the elves would instead like to know the total calorie carried by the top 3 elves carrying the most calories. That way, even if those elves run out of snacks, they still have 2 backups. As an example, find the top 3 elves carrying the most calories. How many calories are those elves carrying in total? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I read this, I only just read the last line, and that was enough to figure out what I wanted. Because, like, thankfully here, it really contains all the information you need to know. But yeah, in this storyline, I guess these elves are really unreliable. I guess redundancy, such a programmer thing to do. These elves are really made by programmers. Yeah, Eric has just got to have his redundancy. Much run of snacks. True, yeah. Anyway, let's see what we did. Day 1B. Yeah, so it's obviously same start. Instead of just wanting like the maximum one, I have to now kind of store every value. I guess you can't just store the top 3 values. This is just the fastest solution I could come up with. So stored these 3, like just turn this into a list. Added every value to list using the same ideas before. Sorted the list, and then just this was like a pretty fast way, which I thought was quite neat, to just take out the last 3 items of the list. So like the greatest 3 items of the list, and then just summing them, printing the answer, which yeah, awesome, it yielded this great result, and it was right. So yeah, that's day 1 done. I thought that was really cool. Kind of missed like the buzz in the morning, but I think that's quite nice. Good start, chill start. I think the story's going to be even better this year as usual. Just keeps getting better. And yeah, I'm sure you had fun with that. Let's just look at some of the global stats, because why not? Leaderboard day 1. 53 seconds to do part 2. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I guess it wasn't that difficult. Let's see what this guy got in the first one. 59 seconds. Okay, wow, that's pretty fast. Yeah, I feel like that wasn't too bad. You should just read the last line and quickly throw it together one line. Like you could probably do this in one line. I think that's doable. Yeah, about like 1 minute 15 for the top 100 for part 1, and another 50 seconds for part 2. To be honest, this lead was like, these timings are like higher than I thought. Would have thought. I guess getting on the first day, everyone's going to be slow on the first day. Just getting used to it, getting to the jam of it. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I see this guy, but Avaros, he's only like 19th. I don't see Jonathan Paulson anywhere. 28th. Okay, fair enough. I'd also... Yeah, I don't see some of the popular ones from last year. I don't know, maybe they're not doing it this year, maybe... Because I mean, day 1 is relatively easy, most people can do it. So I guess it's just a matter of speed. Stats though. Yeah, 150,000 already. That's kind of nuts. That's a lot of people. Yeah, Eric just somehow keeps getting more and more people without really advertising it, which is mad, but it's crazy because I love it. And it's just good fun to just do so many things. I mean, I got into programming because of this competition 2 years ago. That's the only reason I actually got decent at programming. But yeah. Anyway, let's just check my school leaderboard. Pro leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people seem to have done part 1. Like 57. I'm down here at the bottom because people have done day 2 as well. I'll have to give you the AoC++ badge though. Always good to support him. Good patch as well. Okay, let's see like the... Nice. stats per day. Yeah, these are some pretty good delta times. Some of these are quite long to be fair, but I think they're quite good. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned a bit. Yeah, thank you for tuning in to day one. And let's try and fill out the rest of this hour calendar, see where it goes, see what all of these symbols are going to turn into. Probably already guessed a little to be fair. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Bye.